Alright, so I'm working on my son's go-kart. We're putting an upgrade on the back wheels and the front wheels. We're going to make the front wheels, or excuse me, the back wheels into the front, and the front wheel, and put new back wheels on. We need a little bit more ground clearance and, well, a little more speed, which, you know, you can get speed out of bigger tires. Turning at the same rate equals more surface area covered. More speed. Anyway, I got these wheels and tires off of Facebook Marketplace. They were 15 bucks, and I thought I'd measure correctly and measured the threads on the outside of the axle shaft, and they were 3/4 of an inch. These were 3/4 inch keyway, which I remember they had a keyway in them. So I got them home and I realized that only the threads were 3/4 inch. The actual hub is a 1 inch. So what was I to do? Well, I could either chuck these or try something. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the table. So I elected to try something, and what I did was I cut a hole out of the center of this wheel, and then I cut the fingers off of this flange, the wheel studs, and I basically welded this in there, and I can make my own offset, which is kind of nice. As you can see, I got a pretty deep offset. But the biggest problem with this plan, as it turns out, is how do I drill a hole on center on something with a hole in it. I have a hole saw kit, but I can't really drill a pilot hole because, well, there's a hole there, and I didn't want it to be wobbling all over the place. I mean, yeah, it's a go-kart. If I'm an 1/8 inch out of round, it's probably not the end of the world. But if I can not be as out around as possible, that would be the best. You know, the more centered it is, the better it is. So here's what I came up with. And stop me if you've seen this before. But I did this with my hole saws. This is an 1.5 inch hole saw, which gives me approximately a 1/16 of an inch the whole way of clearance. This is about 1 1/8 inches. I don't have an 1 1/8 hole saw. But, or excuse me, 1 3/4 hole saw. This is about 1 5/8 inches outside diameter. It's 1 inch through hole. This is my 3/4 inch hole saw. And if I could take this apart right now, I'd show you. But all I did was I set my 1 3/4 hole saw. Now this didn't thread on. If you can thread it on, it's even better. But this didn't thread onto this arbor. It basically just sat on there. And then I centered it up as best as I could, eyeballing it, and I screwed the 3/4 inch arbor onto it. But what I found was, as I drilled, which it pretty much has to be spinning to go in, but as I drilled, whatever little bit this was off center, it eventually, as this tightened, it kind of sucked it into center. But I mean, it works really good. I'm probably not going to cut the whole thing, but I'll show you how good of a hole I am getting. Okay, real slow. So you see, that 3/4 inch one goes right in. Yeah, I know I'm holding that real awkward, but grabbed a little bit there. Anyways, if I back it off, you can see, I don't know if you can, let me zoom in here a little bit. I can't really, as you can see, it's pretty well on center, and yeah, I'm happy with that. So a little tech tip, a little something different. Widen it back out, and there's my go-kart. I'll maybe shoot a video of it when it's back on its wheels. Alright.